Hello, my creative friends. I'm Heather North from heatherscreativeblessings.com, and I am so excited about my card today because I discovered something beautiful, and that is silver embossing on silver foil paper. Before I get to that though, let me show you how I created the background of my card. If you watched my video last week, you saw my striped cards, and this card actually came about because I was trying to make my own stripes like Michelle Wallace had done on her card for a Stamp Nation challenge. So what I did was I just took different colors of Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers, different shades of greens and blues and teals, and I used 2 or 3 colors for each stripe, and I just kind of blended them together, and I was very loose with my coloring. Once I had the colors the way I liked them, I just took a bottle filled with water and I spritzed it several times. If it wasn't moving quite enough, I'll just add a little more water. And the results were beautiful, but they weren't quite the stripes I was looking for. They were, however, something I thought would be amazing on a card. So you can take a heat tool and speed up the process and get the colors moving a little bit more. You can also take a paper towel to sop up some of the water, and then if you put the paper towel onto the wet color, you will get some of the texture from the paper towel itself. Once it was dry, I did all of my stamping. I stamped in Versamark and embossed. You can see the leaves and ornaments. I just colored those in with some more of the Zig markers. I did the smaller letters in just, I think it's Island Indigo. I'm not sure. I'll have a supply list down below in case you're interested in any of the products that I use. While that's drying, I can show you the discovery I made. Now, I'm not claiming to be the first person that has done this. I'm sure it has been done before, but I hadn't seen it and I was really excited. So this is a stamp set from the new Catherine Pooler Design Stamp of Approval, Candy Cane Lane. And as I'm filming it, it is just being released, and it might not be even available by the time I share this. But you could do this with any outline stamp. I'm going to stamp the silver foil with Versamark, and I'm moving my stamp each time I stamp down. Then I'm going to cover the piece with that silver, excuse my head, with the silver embossing powder. This is from Stampin' Up. It's super fine. And the lid of mine was chewed by one of my animals, one of the cats or the dog. I found it on the floor. I think the cat knocked it off and the dog chewed it up. Ugh, oh my goodness. So here you see me just filling in some of the holes with part of the leaves, and then I'll tap off the excess. I used a coffee filter to hold the stray or the extra embossing powder, and then I just put it back into my jar, and then I'll heat set this. Now before I add my heat tool to the paper, I use a little tweezers. These are Cutter Bee tweezers because the paper will get hot, it will heat up, and I don't want to burn my hands. And I heat up the heat tool before I take it to my paper so that it sets that or melts that embossing powder even faster. And isn't that gorgeous? There is so many things you could do with this piece. I just love it. I hope that you'll give this a little tip a try. Like I said, I'm probably not the first person to do this, but it's so fun when you're playing in your stamp room and you discover something. It's like, ooh, I love it. So there you see it catching the light. It's days like today when I discover 2 new techniques that just make me fall in love with card making all over again. If you like this video or you like this card, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more from me. I hope that you guys find some time today to get a little bit creative and maybe try one of these new tips. Bye.